Hi, hello all. Welcome to Zero to Hero. This is a series that I'm doing for newer players to try to jumpstart their learning, like what to prioritize, what to look for in early game armor, all that. This is also a little small challenge for myself as I never played the other two classes that much. I am completely a Titan main. I might use one of my other classes, but that's almost always to hold the checkpoint. So for this account, I wanted to give myself a few challenges. Step 1 would be get triple 100 as fast as possible. Step 2 is to go flawless. Step 3 is to hit the ascendant rank. And step 4 to finish it all out is get quad 100s. This is also another reason why I picked the hunter, as they have the easiest time getting quad 100s. I'll explain how later, but let's get into the run.
You're alive. You don't know how long I've been looking for you. I'm a ghost.
I'm not going to waste any of your time. Our game plan almost immediately as we come out of the tutorial is to prioritize our economy, more specifically Glimmer and Legendary Shards. And the best way to accelerate that is your Ghost. So after we pick up the ever so lovely Kvostov, we just speed run through the rest of the tutorial. It's just really the basics of punch, fight, kick. You get a shotgun, you use that for a little bit of time. You get your super. It's super easy. As you walk out, there should be a walker tank, but we instantly took ours out, which means that I just got this machine gun for pretty much free. The number one thing that I would always tell a new player to get is a machine gun. In fact, at every single level, a machine gun will just help you, as long as it's not DPS, but most times you would just switch anyway. Yeah, that's definitely enough Shahan screen time. So we go back to the tutorial. It's not all that hard. The machine gun kind of carries us through all of it. I'm telling you, as long as you have ammo in that thing, just use all of your shots. Something I noticed within the new light experience is that they drop you a lot of heavy ammo to the point where your machine gun is pretty much a primary weapon. And I actually do want to stop right here, as these are pre-order bonuses. Now, I have these as they are connected to my main account. But if you're starting out incredibly new, you won't get these things. As a new light, there's not much you can really do with your ghost shell anyway. And at my playthrough, I noticed just around the time that I got an upgradable ghost from the actual story is the exact same time I was actually upgrading my ghost. So take these anyway. So I pick up the pre-order bonus stuff from Shahan. I forget to grab all of his missions. This is a mistake because we want as much XP as possible. Because when we make it to the tower is when we unlock seasonal ranks. And I think it's the 5th rank of the free path. You get enhancement cores, which will help you upgrade your ghost even more. The exact price is 10,000 Glimmer, 7 enhancement cores, and 30 legendary shards. Our ghost is the first priority for 2 different reasons. First is Ultimate Glimmer Booster, as it increases your Glimmer gains by 65%. It just adds up way faster than not having it. In later parts of the run, you will see that I'll have 144,000 Glimmer just sitting around. And secondly, the Core and Prism Harvest mods. Your Core Harvest mod gives you extra enhancement cores at the end of ritual activities, and Prism Harvest does the exact same thing, but for enhancement prisms. On top of this, there is also the Prosperity mod, which is an outstanding mod for legendary shards and world drops. And if you want to start out with Prosperity, I won't stop you, but the extra amount of enhancement cores and prisms will actually save you money later when you need these materials to masterwork your armor, masterwork your weapons, and you'll even be at a point where you can just use your materials to buy the higher material. The current exchange rate is 10 enhancement cores for 1 enhancement prism, and then 10 enhancement prisms for 1 ascendant shard. That's the biggest thing when it comes to masterworking your stuff. What's now the super easy part is just acquiring the armor. Not only is there world drop armor that has a chance to drop at high stat, that being the Biosphere set, but if you're also, let's say, a season pass holder, you get access to the helm and all of its focusing options. That's going to be a little bit later down the line though. And speaking of later down the line, how about we actually get there? A lot of the tutorial is not, at least to me, not very visually enjoyable. So I wanted to speed us just through all of it, because most of it is just you riding your sparrow and jumping places. As you go through these starting missions though, make sure that you are looking for armor with the highest possible resilience. Very simply put, resilience just helps you not die. Even if you see the prettiest purple piece of armor in the world, even if it has more light, just wear the high resilience stuff. It's a free, flat 30% damage reduction to all combatants in PvE at tier 10. It's beautiful. And after all of my yapping, we actually made it to the tower now. Thank God. I just had to turn 2 hours of footage into how long this video is. And funny enough, at this moment right here, I soft locked the game. I sped through Amanda Holiday's voice chat boxes, and then it wouldn't let me talk to her again, so I had to reload. Yay, I love reloading. Bungie is a very, very good game. I love this. So then we just decided to do it all over again. They finally let me in. I talked to Zavala. Zavala tells me to talk to everyone else. Real quick, pick up a role that I never used and turned into legendary shards. That's actually free legendary shards for you. Right here is where you would be picking up your ghosts if you didn't have any type of pre-order bonus. But again, at this exact same time, I also did not have it. So we're perfectly fine. You're going to be good. This is me going through a build crafting process of thinking about what I should be doing here. I don't even know. I still use the exact same things. Healing Nade is super good early if you're a hunter. After we super hyper mega accelerate this process, because nothing interesting is going to go on for the next couple of seconds. Chop down some enemies, finish up this Disgraced. Even in times 84 speed, Disgraced is one of the worst things that ever happened to this game. And finally, we start looking at our ghost. I used the extra stuff that I got as legendary, like the legendary shards from the ghost, and the extra sparrow and the extra ship, to all prioritize into this one ghost that I have right here. And with all the extra stuff that I had, I managed to get us all the way down to, I'm pretty sure, level 8, which now allows me to run an economic ghost shell mod. And as we talked about it before, the glimmer mod is what we're going to use. And finally, with that, the real journey for all of this can begin. This entire episode is pretty much an interlude, as we are pretty far ahead currently, but I was asked by a few very nice people if I could make a catch-up series over here on YouTube. So for those that have been watching this entire time, thank you. I appreciate it. Sorry if everything you've been hearing me say has been discombobulated or kind of scratchy. I don't have any recording equipment, actually. Everything you've seen me do or make has been from a phone. So I really appreciate that you guys are even bearing with me. I really appreciate it. This was almost like an interlude episode to preface everything else that's going to happen. So part 2 is when I'll actually start talking about what we did. And before I officially go, I do want to say thank you for those that did subscribe very recently. I more than doubled my subs here. I really do like content creation. I really want to get better at it. I hope that one day, this becomes a job, maybe. Who knows? If it did, the quality would definitely be better, I promise you. But thank you all. Be safe and have a blessed day.